Hey everyone, Plasma Dragon 15 here with the Wi-Fi battle against LiV3Pro. This is a guy that got his old account hacked, I believe, and he made a new one. So I do recommend him. He's a pretty cool guy. He made me my nice background, I have to say, and he's a pretty decent battler. So yeah. So I lead off with the Weavile. As you can tell, this is a standard match, and he leads off with a Smeargle. I fake him out to break his sash, or whatever he has, but he has a choice scarf, so that was kind of useless. So he sends out a Kingdra. I'm hoping I can wake up and taunt, because I know this thing will either substitute or Dragon Dance, because what Kingdra doesn't. And yeah, I taunt him, then he switches back out, and he goes into Cloister, as I go for a counter, just in case the Kingdra wanted to waterfall me or something. So I switch out and go into Tentacruel, predicting a serve, because most cloisters I see use special attacks. I don't know why, but yeah. But he goes straight for the waterfall, so I could have countered it, but I don't care. Now, he withdraws and goes into his Kingdra again, as I set up Toxic Spikes. And yeah, this Kingdra is probably going to lock himself into Outrage, because he can't use waterfall against me really. But I switch out because I don't want to take an Outrage and go into Weavile. And it actually yawns me, which is I did not expect at all, but yeah. I use Taunt, and it actually locks itself into Outrage. So he probably predicted the Taunt, so I probably could win for counter, but I didn't feel like it, because I really do not want to let that Kingdra set up. I don't know why, because I have a Skarmory on my team, and Tentacruel, so I don't know. But anyway, I switch out into my Skarmory with the worst game ever. Wait, is Tweety even a boy or a girl? I really don't know. But anyway, yeah. I take like crap damage from Outrage as he confuses himself. So this is a perfect time to lay up some Stealth Rocks as he goes into his Breloom, which is kind of funny because I set up Toxic Spikes and it's obvious that that thing has freaking Poison Heal. So that kind of didn't work out for me too well, but that's whatever. So I set up my Stealth Rocks and I don't know what this Breloom is going to do. Oh, he Leech Seeds me. I thought he might go for a substitute, but I just whirlwind it away, so just in case he substitute or whatever, and bring out his Smeargle, which is pretty nice because I get that thing Toxic in Stealth Rock. So yeah, it's obvious that thing, since it's Choice Scarf, it's probably going to use Trick. So I go out into my Weavile after this little sequence here, which gets annoying. Wow, okay, yeah, Leech Seed. Then I switch on to Weavile, because I know he's going to Trick, so I want to give him a useless item, a Focus Sash. So yeah, he can't really use it all that well now, and now my Weavile has a Choice Scarf, which I really don't care about because well, it's down to 1 HP and it's asleep, so it's pretty much useless now. I'm just keeping it for Sleep Fodder and Death Fodder. So I send out Tentacruel. I don't know why. I think to lay up a second layer of Toxic Spikes, but I didn't end up doing that. I think I just ended up going for a Sludge Bomb because I knew that when he set up a Dragon Dance, he's going to send out the Kingdra. So I wasn't going to use Surf, I just went for Sludge Bomb, and he does go into Kingdra, obviously, and I just go for a Sludge Bomb. I'm sorry if my narration isn't as lively as some of my other ones, but standard matches are getting kind of boring for me nowadays, because you see the same thing every day. But it's kind of nice to see a Smeargle. I usually never see Smeargles, I don't know why. I don't know why they're OU, to be honest, but eh. So he uses Waterfall, predicting a switch into Skarmory, probably. But I don't, and I just flinch anyway. I think I just went for a Sludge Bomb. So, I knew he was gonna probably lock himself in that Outrage, because he had nothing better to do to my Tentacruel. And that is what he does. So, I actually wanted to bait him into Outrage so I can send in Skarmory safely. So that I can, probably just, Brave Bird it to death. And yeah, he gets leftovers and hurt by, Poison. I've been loving entry hazards recently. I mean, that really helped me out a lot. But anyway, yeah, I send in Skarmory. He has no choice but to use Outrage, and I just Brave Bird it for the kill, so that Kingdra goes down, and it really didn't do anything at all this match. So, yeah, bye-bye Kingdra. You're useless unless you're on a Rain Dance team. I'm sorry, but Kingdra, in my opinion, is really, really overrated. I mean, really, it's just too easy to wall and stuff. It's not all that powerful either. So he sends in Smeargle, and he gets right by Stealth Rocks, and yeah, he goes for a Trick to give me the focus hash, and I kind of predicted the trick or whatever. So I used Roost, and I thought that even after like you're at like half health after being tricked of focus hash, that if you heal yourself, your focus hash will be back to normal. Because like before, I had a Yanmega and I got raped by Stealthrox, and I got wished up. Then I got hit by like some fire type move, and it still brought me down to my sash. So I thought it might work here, but well, you'll see what happens. So I whirlwinded away because I knew it was going to try to set up, so it'll get killed on the switch. And it sends in a Magmortar, which gets raped by Toxic Spikes and Stealthrock. So I'm thinking here, okay, well I'm at full health, I've healed myself, my focus sash will still activate. So I can probably Brave Bird or Whirlwind this thing now. And my health goes down, I'm not worried at all, it goes down, still not worried, and it actually kills me. I'm like, whoa. And I was talking on Skype with somebody else, and they thought it would work too, but apparently not. I don't know why. But, yeah. So I send in Plasma, the freaking Jolteon, and I predict to switch into Berlim to resist Thunderbolt, and I just go for Shadow Ball. And yeah, Jolteon does an awesome job this match. It usually never does anything for me, even though it's my favorite Pokemon, which is ironic. But yeah, I just Shadow Ball, brings that thing down to really low health. But he goes back up to... oh wait, never mind. He goes for a Focus Punch, because he has like no safe switching to take a Spec Shadow Ball. And, yeah, he dies. Specs Jolteon is the only Jolteon that I have never used, because I usually make my own gimmick sets with them. But, I have to try out every one now and again. So he sends in Magmortar. I know this thing is Scarf, because which Magmortar, well, how many Magmortars are not Scarf? Or Specs, in any way. So I send in Weavile for Death Fodder, and to weaken his Overheat, because it was obvious he's going to go for that. And yeah, Weavile goes down. And I send in my Azelf here to take the Overheat and to finish it off. And even after the having whatever that verb for, I don't know, after even lowering his special attack and Overheat still does a crap load, and I finish it off with Flamethrower, so that I'm still surprised it's still that powerful. So he sends in a Cresselia. Come on, man, first to be the man and now this. So I just go, freak it, man. I'm just gonna go for an explosion. And that Cresselia, I was actually debating whether it would die or not, because Cresselias are freaking bulky, and yeah, it actually dies, so that's really, really good for me. So I send out my Jolteon, and he sends in his Smeargle as Death Fodder, to see what I would switch myself into since it was a double death. And he goes back into his Cloyster, and yeah, at this point I'm just going to Thunderbolt that thing for the win, and that's a good game, LiV3Pro. Hope for a rematch sometime. See you guys later, and go check out this guy. He's actually a pretty cool guy and a really decent battler. So yeah. So see you guys later.